Spring Cup is arriving on, I think, Wednesday, US and European time, Thursday morning, my time in Australia. I'm Fish from Palatown PvP, and we're going to take a look at the basics of the Spring Cup in just 5 minutes. Now, this is just your basic look. If you want to look at a complete breakdown of the meta so you can get a leg up on your opponents, we live stream a chat here on this channel every Tuesday night US time. You can find the link to this week's chat in the description, or you can click here. In the meantime, here's your basics, and there's 3 types allowed in this meta. They are water, grass, and fairy, with Toxapex banned. So let's look at the water types first. I'm going to say this does feel rock, paper, scissors on the surface, but I think there is a fair amount of interplay between a lot of the Pokemon right at the top, which gives me kind of cautious optimism for the meta. We'll see how we go. So the water types, you got Pelipper's rated the best safe switch in the competition because it can build up to those hurricanes, bait with a weather ball, and then get to another hurricane just 4 seconds later. So it's really good with shield pressure if you can get the baiting game right. Mantine is just a bulkier Pelipper without as good coverage. So, for example, a Bubble Beam, Ice Beam, you're gonna struggle a lot more against a lot of water Pokemon than, say, a Pelipper would with its Hurricane. Araquanid, its main thing going for it is the bulk. Surprisingly, with so many grass Pokemon in the meta, the Bug Bite, Bug Buzz isn't actually doing that much because a lot of the big grass picks actually are neutral, like bug damage is neutral against the grass picks because of their secondary typings. It's still good, but it really only for its bulk. Tentacruel I'm interested in because it can 2-shield its way through everything in the meta except for Lantern, Ferrothorn, and Jellicent. So it makes it a very good safe switch. If you really need alignment in your team, then you can use that. Now, those 3 picks are probably going to be pretty popular picks, so that might make it less of a safe switch, but now you know, you're armed with that information. Lantern, as always, it's hard winning against every relevant water type Pokemon, and hard losing to every relevant grass type Pokemon. It does also happen to beat all the fairies that are relevant in this meta, which is really interesting. Walrein, you know what Walrein can do. Dugong, Celio, Qwilfish. Seeking is a really good safe switch, underrated safe switch, I feel, and Jellicent is one of the few things that can beat both Tentacruel and Mawile, which is another pick in this meta. So that's your waters. Then we'll go grass. And Trevenant is my favorite of the grass types because of what it can. You've seen what it can do in Open Great League, right? The Shadow Ball, Seed Bomb combination, the Ghost Grass typing, the Shadow Claws to farm down. It's beautiful. There is one semi-relevant Dark type around in Shiftry, but just like in Color Cup, the Shiftry really has to avoid the Tentacruel and the Mawile. So it's got a lot of opposition, so you're not going to see too many Shiftry around. Abomasnow I like because it can beat all the waters and all the grasses, which Trevenant can do too, but it can't beat the Abomasnow. The Abomasnow beats the Trevenant in general. Now, they have a lot of interplay. If you land a Shadow Ball against especially a Shadow Abomasnow, then you're going to flip that over, so keep that in mind. And Ferrothorn's good too. You need Flash Cannon. The only thing you're really getting with Pelipper... the only thing you're getting with Thunder that you're not getting with Flash Cannon is Pelipper. Because these 3 are so prominent, I'm looking at all these grass types underneath and going, there's not much play for these ones compared to these 3 up here. But if you want to take a look at it, feel free to. I will throw in Roserade there as an important pick with with Poison Jab rather than Bullet Seed. The matchup with Abomasnow is really interesting because it's winning CMP against Abomasnow, but the Abomasnow's outpacing to the second charge move, and everything's super effective both ways. It's really fun and interesting. There's also just some cheeky little picks here that could throw your opponent off kilter if they don't know, if they haven't prepared for it. Like your Credilli, your Hisuian Electrode, Superior, and there's your Shiftry down here. So worth a look if you're really struggling to find something spicy. And then there's your fairy types, which there's 3 of them. Galarian Weezing, Shadow Mawile in particular, and Alolan Ninetales. The Weezing, also a very, very good safe swap. It does rely on the overheat a little, so it does struggle a little against water Pokemon, but it can do plenty of work with Brutal Swing, which it's getting to very, very quickly with Fairy Wind. Shadow Mawile is a rock, paper, scissors Pokemon, so that either hard wins or hard loses. You're running Fire Fang, Power Up Punch, and Play Rough there, or you could maybe run Iron Head depending on what you're looking for with the second move. And Alolan Ninetales can be just the regular Alolan Ninetales can beat Tentacruel in two Psyshocks. So if you manage to land them, you can flip that matchup. And same with Galarian Weezing, it will take out the G Weezing with 2 Psyshocks. So that is Spring Cup. Let us know in the comments what you plan to run, just so you can help someone out, join the conversation, and help with the algorithm. Thank you, and good luck with your battles.